We all need some motivation on our Mondays, so let's get started in Power Automate with a new solution. Put in any display name, select your publisher, and create. To add our flow in our solution, we're going to go to New Automation Cloudflow Scheduled. I'm going to name this flow Monday Motivator. If I can learn to spell. We're going to start at 8 a.m. because that's when I start work every day and repeat it every week. From there, I'm going to deselect all of the days except Monday because I only want it to run on Monday. Now that we're in the flow, we're going to go ahead and click New Step, and we're going to initialize a variable. I'm going to name my variable motivational speech and make it a string because it's going to hold my motivational words. My next step is going to be a start and wait for approval action. And it's just for me, so I'm just going to do first to respond. I'm going to ask myself if I'm mentally prepared for this week. And I'm going to assign it to myself. Alexia. Next, I'm going to go to the settings of this action and put PT40M, all caps. That means period time 40, so it'll time out in 40 minutes if I don't respond. The next action is a condition, so I want to say, is the output of the approval reject or approve? If it's approve, if yes, I'm going to add an action called compose. Actually, I think I want to put it behind the condition. Let's do it that way. Otherwise, I'd have to create a compose for both yes and no, and I just want to create one because it's easier. So in inputs on the expression, I'm doing rand for random, and I'm going to do 1 through 5. So it's going to pick a random number 1 through 5. Then I'm going to go back into my if yes condition and put a switch statement. Next, I'm going to have it take the outputs of the compose random number. It's going to choose 1 through 6, and then it's going to choose one of these cases, which I'm going to create 6 of them, each with variables. We're going to set the motivational speech variable value to something different for each one. So this one is if I approved it, so this is just some extra motivation. You're going to crush it. I like the idea of switching between random motivation speeches, I guess, or quotes, because you kind of never know which one you're going to get. And sometimes Power Automate will randomly pick the same number in a row. So if you approve or reject it, you might get the same ones repeatedly. And you kind of never know. And I think that is kind of exciting about it. Like, what will my fate be for this week? So I hope this encourages you to do something similar, and let me know if you come up with something that you would like to see in the future as well. I'm super interested in that. All right, so we're on our 5th variable, motivational speech, and remember this is only for the approve side. I'm just telling myself how amazing I am, because sometimes you just need that on a Monday. Now for the if no or the reject side, we're going to make another switch, and we're basically going to do the same thing with different stuff. This side, I'm going to be a little more tough on myself, I got to get up and get to work, get moving, Alexia, let's go. We don't have time to slack. It's too bad you don't like the Monday. Get to it. There is a default for the switches that you could always add as well. I'm not adding that here, but that's just like if there isn't a number, that wouldn't happen ever, and it wouldn't be used in this case because we're having a random number generated 1 through 5. So it's always going to be 1 through 5, but your default, if you had a different flow that might not have a 1 through 5, it would just go straight to your default. What would you say? I'm curious, what would you guys say? If you're having a rough Monday, what would you want to say to yourself? Or, if you're having a really great Monday and you're prepared for the week. I'm curious what your guys' motivation things. I have an app on my phone actually that's called I Am, and it gives me motivational quotes. Like it changes every hour, I think, and it's really nice. So now we're done with our switches. We're gonna save, always, always, always save. I cannot tell you how many times you should save. Our next action is gonna be in Teams. So I just searched Teams to find it, and then I'm gonna search post because I want to post in a chat. I'm looking, let's see, I don't see it. There it is, perfect. I'm gonna post as Flowbot because why not? And then I'm going to post in a chat with Flowbot. I always love a little Flowbot giving me motivation. And the recipient is gonna be myself, and the message is going to be the variable. Motivational speech, perfect. Let's save this. All right, and now we're gonna test it by clicking test. We're gonna manually test it. This does actually run your flow. It doesn't just test it. I learned that the hard way many years ago. Now that's running, there shall be a approval in my Teams here. I can approve or reject. What should I do? I'm gonna reject it. Submitting my response. All right, we can go to the switch, see which one it chose. Chose case 4, and the compose matches with the 4, the random number. Then I can go to my chat, and there is my motivational speech or motivational quote, if you will. And now I want to try it again. So let's go back into the flow and run it. This time I'm going to approve it. Perfect. It's waiting for my approval. We're gonna see if the compose number changes. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it's 4 again. Okay. That's okay. Let's see. It gave me my message. I'm gonna give it a reaction. Cool thing. Heck yeah. I am the best. Thank you. Thank you, Flowbot. And now I'm hitting resubmit because I want to try it one more time and just make sure it's not just doing all 4s because that's gross. We don't want that. Approve. And you can see here all my approvals, all my rejects and approves. Perfect, it picked 1 this time, and I got my chat. Awesome. And that's how I get Power Automate to check if I'm okay every Monday. Like and subscribe. Thanks.